Funnily enough, is it going to be sub-base?
It is going to be sub-base.
Okay, so that's difficult here for Hemo Brave because we just saw them lose 10-6 to Pacific Mukta. So, you know, maybe they can take something away from that and be like, okay, this is what we did wrong here, and they can grow off that. But, well, I mean, going up onto a map which you've already lost on is not really the ideal situation.
Absolutely, and again, the inverse of that is that the guys from All Gamers have already had the opportunity to see Hemo Brave here on this map, see their weaknesses. We talked about the potential of working around 70 kg, and they've seen that weakness perhaps in All Gamers, but now All Gamers have been able to watch a full map here today of how these guys might intend to play this map. And they can, you know, make most of that.
Yeah, I think the good takeaway, though, at least for Hemo Brave, is that they have some very strong aimers. I mean, across the board in Brazil, they're known as being probably the strongest team in terms of their individual aim style. So maybe in that case, they can sort of take it here to AG, but individually, at least man for man, it does seem like AG are coming into this one with a bit of an advantage.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a very, very close game, but a very, very crucial one as well here. It's been such an exciting day of Crossfire action. To be honest, like you said at the start, most people probably expected All Gamers to take it. We've seen the guys from Vietnam, Boss, they've just absolutely had an amazing day so far today.
Yeah. I'm astounded at how they've come out and been able to win this one. So, well, we'll see how they go later on in their final match, but definitely heading in towards this one. It's an important one for both these teams, as we've said, and AG going to be starting off on the defensive side on sub-base. And we saw Hemo Brave, they had trouble on their attacking side as well. So I think this is probably a good start for AG. Not quite a great start for Hemo Brave.
Yeah, well, we'll see how these guys want to play it out. We're heading into round number 1 here on sub-base. Such an important, crucial game for both of these teams. They both want to get a point on the board, want to start making their way up into the top half of that leaderboard. You don't want to find yourself down the bottom, coming into tomorrow, having to play 3 best of 3s, potentially if you expect to win, you know, and make your way into that grand final as well. And well, we're a minute 40 on the clock already, time ticking away, and so far, no action's gone down.
Yeah, there hasn't been a huge amount of action. All of a sudden, AG find one, Hemo Brave find another. So a trade, a 1-for-1 overall for neither team is particularly fantastic, but there we go, ZQ finding another one. AG with the advantage.
Yeah, 2 players left alive here for Hemo Brave, and they're going to have to make something of this. We can see them heading over towards perhaps this A side now, but that's maybe not where they want to go. The B side a little bit more open, taking a bit of damage. Still 4 players left alive here for AG. They're holding back right where these guys are trying to push through. 70 kg will pick up Andrew. He's doing so with that AK as well. He gets traded out there by Matt. Now it's a 1v3, but they pick up the round. AG coming out 1-0.
Good start there for AG. It didn't really seem like there was much of a hold there from Hemo Brave. I mean, you could just see AG kind of walked in there, won the aim duels, and were able to secure an easy round in the end there. So hoping to see something a little bit more here from Hemo Brave, and we are. Ryo Zhao finding the first kill on this round, and that puts AG on the back foot.
Certainly does, and that's a great start coming out from Hemo Brave, but we'll see Aim Green go down to LSN straight away. And a bit of a trade there coming out. Oh, Vinny goes down as well, and now 3 only left alive. With 70 kg out, that sniper rifle is gone, but still, you'd like to think that AG have the advantage. They're holding back across the sites, and you can see the Brazilians now. They brought the bomb all the way back. They're going to try and push around the outside.
A little disappointing here for Hemo Brave to have lost those 2 players. They could have potentially gone into this one with a player advantage, but they lost a couple of those picks over to AG, and now it's AG who actually have got the advantage, and Hemo Brave have all the work to do here. As you say, they're heading over towards that B bomb site for now, but such a difficult task. They're going to be going up against 2 AG members, so in theory they have the player advantage entering this bomb site, but unless they get into this one cleanly, it's always going to be a tough hold.
They do. They, at very worst, need to make a 1-for-1 trade and get that bomb down and try and get some good post-plant positions. They still have 1 minute 10 to work with now. So we see, oh, look at that. ZQ straight onto Zhao. Can he get another one? No. Going to get traded out there by Matt. 2 versus 3 now. The bomb's still not yet down. Matt should get picked up as well. And AG will find 2 rounds in a row here on the defensive side.
Not really much that they could do actually trying to take that side. I mean, Hemo Brave, they just weren't able to find the frags that they needed. I guess they got 1, but that's hardly enough when you're up against 4 players. And AG, as you say, again, find themselves another round. And again, it didn't look all that difficult, really, for AG.
No, it didn't. They sort of looked very, very comfortable, not like we saw them when they were defending a little bit earlier up against Boss from Vietnam. So a lot more comfortable here as the defending side on the sub-base. Already damage going across the board under Hamo Brave. Whoa, Zhao picks up 2 very quickly there and drops the guys down to 3 players here for AG. This potential here for this bomb to go down on the A side and to hold it.
That's exactly what REMO Brave needed here. And having a 5 versus 3 on the post plant. So going to make life so difficult here for AG. We're going to need to see something huge coming out from someone. They're sort of peeking around the sniper's nest, but Venning is going to shut that one down as Even gets taken out. Aim Green also finding LSN, and it's just 70 kg. He can drop pretty low. They know exactly where he is. Not a whole lot that he can do about this one. Gets dropped down to, well, almost no HP, and eventually, surely, he's going to be taken down.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't, there's not that much time that he has to work with him. There you go. Math's just going to clean him up.
Certainly will. Almost an unwinnable position there in the end. But the guys from Brazil, Hamo Brave, are going to pick up a round, make it 1 and 2. And we talked about how that A site is, potentially something that you'll see be hit time and time again. Some people might consider it a little bit easier. And this time they finally decided to push that way, and they were successful though. This time you can see the guys from Brazil. They're going to be taking control of the entirety of the outside of this map, and 3 players now pushing towards the A side.
Hamo Brave, as you say, making their way in the direction of the A-bomb site, but they have to go up against 70 kg with his sniper rifle. Last round he didn't use it. This time he's decided to go for it. And, changing things up a little bit there for AG after they lost a round, so we'll see how they adapt to it, Hamo Brave. At the moment, though, not quite too keen to push in just yet. Trying to figure out what's going on, playing a little bit slower.
You can see that AG have actually managed to fall back and try and get a line of players there so they can at least perhaps trade out. But you can see very, very quickly the players from Hamo Brave starting to go down. Only 3 now left alive, 120 on the clock. They've got the bomb. Which way will they choose to push this? The A side, it worked for them before, but right now it is closed off. They really need to swing this back perhaps to the B side, but for now, it's probably not going to work. The flash comes out, and Ruzao going to get picked up. Only Mass now remains, and he gets taken down as well. 3-1 now the score. AG bring it back. Looking, to be fair, even though they dropped 1 round, every other round has been quite convincing.
Good stuff from AG across the board. I mean, there's no one really in this lineup that's not contributing, so that's nice to see. Obviously, last time we saw them play, some players were having a good game, some weren't having a good game, but now against Hamo Brave, it certainly seems for AG at least that they're all firing. Over on the other side, Ryuzao, he's only got 1 frag there, but I mean, it is still early days. Plenty of time to come back into this one. Although, admittedly, we do need to see Hamo Brave start to get some rounds on the board here because AG 3-1, it's a start, but they're definitely looking like they should be able to close this one out with a pretty good scoreline.
Yeah, I'm not certain that even if, for example, AG went 7-2, that Hamo Brave could go and do what Boss did and bring it back and do 7-2 of their own. To be perfectly honest, they want to be getting these rounds on the board, but AG is looking very, very confident heading into this one. You can see, once again, the defense in pretty much a straight line for 4 of those players up the back of the map there. The guys from Hamo Brave are going to try and have to push in here, try and use their utility to make the most of this. The B site, you can see that they've allowed the front side of the B site to be open, but obviously they're going to have crossfire ready to go should someone try and push through. Yeah,
Hamo Brave here haven't really gained much control of the map at all. They have still yet to actually push in. It feels like they're playing this one a little bit too slowly almost.
Yeah, well, that's something potentially that you need to be aware of. You've got, of course, a lot of time to work with. It is one of those resources within the game, just like your ammunition, just like your HP. But it's something that you need to be very, very mindful of. If you try and execute onto a site when you've got limited time, you're rushing through, you can't check your corners, it's certainly not ideal. Now with 47 on the clock, we'll see some action finally in this round. LSN will go down to Zhao, and now it's a 4-on-4.
Yeah, the guys from Hamo Brave there just trying to take control of the sniper's nest as they make their way in towards the A-bomb site now as well. So great control across the map now. Hamo Brave doing a good job of really forcing AG out of position, and it's all just down to even now in a 1 versus 3. Hamo Brave just walking towards that bomb site, place that bomb down.
It's actually 1v4. I thought one player was down, but actually Rauzal was on 1 HP.
Oh yeah, you can't even see it.
Yeah. So he's still 3 alive, and well, Hamo Brave going to pick up the round.
Yep. Great stuff coming out from them. That looked like a much more solid attacking side round. They cleared out the areas. They got control of the parts of the map that they needed to. And as a result, they were able to just get a free plant on the bomb site. And you saw how it ended.
That was the most convincing we've seen Hamo Brave, I think, so far in this game up against AG. The A site has again proven to be the site that they have found it a little bit easy to push on. But for now, let's see how B's going to go.
Yeah, let's have a look and see. I mean, the A-bomb site tends to be the site that the attacking side does push towards a little bit more often. There's a lot more angles that you can get into and get an advantage over your opposing team, I suppose. But Hemo Brave, I mean, they explored towards that B-bomb site, but it does look like they're going to just fall back here and maybe default over towards A again.
Yeah, well, the A side has been working for them so far. When we see them push towards A, they've been far more likely to be successful. 1:35 on the clock, still plenty of time to work with here. Still playing around the outside of this map, yet to make entry inside there. We can see TMQ holding back, ready to go. The smoke's gone down. They'll drop the bomb just for the moment, send it back and allow these 3 players to push on through. Still 5 on 5, but TMQ there, we can see here, and LSN are going to be trying to hold this site and just hold these angles.
Minute 10 left on the clock here, and again, Hemo Brave taking their time about this one, getting in slowly, trying to cover off as many angles as they can, using those utilities to figure out where AG is and where AG is not. And that's important information here for Hemo Brave, as they still have yet to actually get into a site. But look at this, even he's coming around from behind, he picks up 2, and that's a huge lurk coming out there from AG. Eventually he goes down, but it opens up a trade opportunity for ZQ. He finds 1, and overall, great stuff there from AG, 3 for 2.
They certainly will. It's now a 2v2. Vinny and Zhao up against, well, 70 kg now on his lonesome. 38 on the clock. They're pushing towards the A site. They should be able to get this bomb plant down. What can 70 kg do? He's one of the star players here for AG, and really has not been firing all guns blazing so far. This round, again, he's going to get picked up in that 2v1, and the round going to go over to the Brazilian. So they're coming back into this game. We said if they can take down AG here, then everything is open. This entire competition is now open. Yeah, exactly. And, well, 3-3, that's not a bad scoreline so far on the attacking side here for Hemo Brave. Certainly better than what they were able to get up against Pacific Mafta. So they've done one better at least. We'll see how much more they can get, though. Again, playing out towards the B site to start off, pushing quite a way forward, actually, through mid. But now just dropping back again, the guys from AG going to hold 3 players straight across at the back of the site. 1 over towards B, 1 lurking on the A site for now. Really not getting that much information, just holding back, trying to play these angles. It's worked for them, I suppose, 50% of the time. They're now at 3 and 3. But, you know, considering they should be the favourites in this competition, you would think that perhaps their score might reflect that. Well, potentially, but look, I mean, there's still time left here in this first half to be able to bring something back here for AG. Although, admittedly, if they let Hemo Brave continue on like they have been, then definitely things are going to get a little bit iffy for them. 70 kg with that sniper rifle in his hands. What can he do? He's only got 3 kills so far. Up against 6 and 7 of ZQ and even. So, still yet to really be carrying the torch, I suppose, for AG. Yeah, still plenty of crossfire yet to play, but with a minute 10 on the clock, they're going to have to make a choice. It looks like it's going to be the B side. We can see these 2 players over towards A just trying to draw a rotation out from AG. We saw AG rotate a little bit early up against Boss. Are they going to do the same? Are they going to buy this, or are they going to try and stick towards this B side? You can see them moving back across, 50 seconds on the clock. Still 5 players alive on both sides to execute onto the B side. You would think about to come out here. Yeah, 70 kg will be able to take down Vinny to start things off in this round. And AG looking okay. Even is very low in HP, but certainly still a player alive, and he finds a kill. It's actually ZQ, in fact, to pick that one up onto Joe. But Hemo Brave, they're going to continue their push forward on towards that B side. It's Matt to try and find something, but he won't find anything. 70 kg shuts him down. ZQ finding aim green, and it's all down to Ryuza now, and he's not going to be able to find enough. 70 kg with a very good round there. I think he got 3 kills. And overall, AG able to just pull one back. Yeah, starting to make plays with his AK is 70 kg. You can see he's starting to get that score up now after 6 frags. The guys from Hemo Brave, though, they're some of them having a good game. But look at this, straight away onto the site. They drop back now, 1 frag apiece. Hemo Brave and AG both down to 4 players now. The bomb going to drop back towards the spawn area and rotate back towards mid, and now the A side of the map. But they're kind of split up, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's worked out at all there for AG. They lost control of the A-bomb side. They got a 1-for-1 trade, which is obviously not ideal being on the defensive side. And this time, TMQ trying to push in, gets taken down by Ryu Zhao. So overall, a very nice passage of play for Hemo Brave. And I could see what AG was trying to do. They were trying to sort of change things up, be a little bit quicker, be a bit more aggressive on the defense side and catch Hemo Brave off guard. Wow.
But there you go. It didn't work out at all. No.
certainly did not. It's now a 2v2. 1:30 on the clock. Still a ton of time here for Hermo Brave. Even picks up Maths, and now Ruzal, he's the last one left alive for his team. He does not have the bomb either, so that's going to make life quite difficult, to be perfectly honest. He's going to perhaps try and need to swing around, use the time that he has, come around from the other side, and find that first 1v1.
Important here for Ruzal to be able to pull this one off. If it goes 5-3, AG are going to have a good opportunity to close out with a very good first half, which in that case would be 6-3 maybe. But 4-4 leaves things a little bit more open regardless of the result of next round. So, see what Ruzal can do. He's got lots of time to work with. The bomb is, of course, not really in his possession here, so he needs to work on that first. That's the direction he's headed, trying to figure out where his opponents are. Has yet to actually spot out either of these players from AG, and, well, probably won't even spot any of them out because Even just pops around the corner and picks him up.
Yeah, that's it. He threw a nade, he threw a smoke grenade as well, and essentially I think he probably gave away his position before he even really knew where anyone was, and that allowed them to come together and potentially trade him out should they need to. But in the end, 5-3 is the score round, which is why one more round here in this first half. AG, they've started to redeem themselves here. Hermo Brave started off quite well, getting up to 3-3, but with AG picking up the last two rounds, potentially round number 9 as well, that will put them into good stead into the halftime break.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we'll see how this one goes, but definitely a good start from AG. But if this goes to 5-4, I think Hermo Brave have done enough on their attacking side. So still an important round for both of these teams.
It's interesting because this game's actually playing out quite differently to the first game we saw here on Subbase. We saw quite a lot of aggressive pushing coming out from the defensive side, and that hasn't happened this time around. Yeah,
definitely. It feels like Hermo Brave have gone away. They've talked about it and said, you know what, the strategy that we employed in our first game against Pacific Markta didn't work out. Let's try something a little different against AG. And at the moment, I guess you could argue it has gone all right. Still pending the result of this round, because I think this one's a very crucial one in the grand scheme of things. Like, 5-4 is a lot better than 6-3, regardless of which way you spin it.
Yeah, absolutely. Always good to get rounds on the board. And, well, LSN will go down to Ruzal straight away here. 1 minute and 2 on the clock. Nades coming out, damage going down. ZQ goes down as well now. 3 only left alive here for the guys on AG. Ruzal will get picked up. 4 alive in his team. They're trying to make their way into the A side, but they bring the bomb back. Still 50 on the clock. Plenty of time to bring it back towards the B side as well, and that's what they're going to do.
Again, this very slow, pick-based style coming out from Hermo Brave has been working pretty well, and as you say, they're going to make their way over towards the B side. It's completely undefended here by AG. It definitely just feels to me like AG, not only in this map, but in the last map we saw them play on, have rotated a little bit too quickly off their sides.
Yeah, you need to keep that anchor over there until you can see the bomb on the side. That's the last time you pull. And you will see Vinny there picking up 2 quick pulls, and this changes it up. They're going to get the frags. Is 70 kg going to go down? He does. 4-5 the score after half time, and wow, Hermo Brave really bringing it back in this game.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty reasonable scoreline there from Hermo Brave. I think AG probably were going to be hoping there for a 6-3, but you know, it's not so bad actually for AG when you think about it. We saw them last map on Port. They were very good on their attacking side, if a little bit weak on their defensive side. So if that's anything to, if you want to take anything away from that, you know, 5 rounds on the defensive side, actually not too bad for them.
Yeah, I think that's certainly something that seems to be the case, at least so far today, in this international level competition where they're playing up against teams that they may not play every day. It takes them a little bit of time to work out how to counter-strat their attacks, where to defend. Whilst on the attack, AG, of course, they've got the power, they've got the control, they've got the initiative. And we'll see how this works out for them now. Of course, they've got that 1 round advantage heading into the second half here. What can they do on attack? Yeah,
AG now with the opportunity to dictate how the game plays out. I think that's going to sort of be a little bit favourable to them. They can try and use 70 kg here to try and find some picks and get the advantage early on. But Hermo Brave going to have to play a little bit safer, play back in their sights, a little bit more passive, maybe a little bit more reactive, as opposed to proactive, which is now what AG are going to try and do.
Well, you can see here that the guys from AG, they've sent out 3 players, 1 in mid, 1 towards A, 1 towards B. They're getting a lot of information, they're probing, they're trying to see where these players are, allowing AG perhaps to react and to plant the bomb, move the bomb to a site that may have the number of players that they want to hit. and that's going to be the B-bomb site for now. You can see only 2 players there, and of course 2 players from AG potentially ready to counteract any rotate coming out from Hemo Brave on the A side.
Well, let's have a look and see how this one goes. I like the setup for AG, and there you go. That's the rotate almost stopped. I think TMQ didn't quite get as many kills as he would have wanted to, but certainly slowed things down. Math G is going to be able to find a couple of kills though, and even does manage to trade one back, but overall, AG were looking a little dangerous until TMQ comes in there and picks up aim 3. And overall, this is still finding ourselves down to a 1v2. 70 kg with all the work to do with, doesn't have control of the bomb, and he's just got a sniper rifle. He does take the shot against Vinny there, and now it's just Ryu Zhao 1 versus 1.
Wow, this is huge. 70 kg needs to get this frag. They want to get themselves back ahead, 6-4. The guys from Hemo Brave, on the other hand, if they can bring this back to 5-on-5, wow, that's going to be a huge deal and going to give them a massive confidence boost. The fact that he doesn't even have the bomb, Elfish Guy, makes it very, very difficult here. You can see it down on the ground, 22 on the clock.
70 kg here just using up all the time to try and figure out where his opponent is before he takes that bomb, before he plants that bomb. So he's utilizing his time well, but now is the time to act, and he's actually spotted out Ryu Zhao, and I think this is a dangerous situation now for 70 kg because he doesn't have the time to play with here. He needs to get that bomb down, and unfortunately, 3 seconds left on the clock. It's just not enough time.
No, the time is going to run out there, and the guys, wow, from Brazil, they're going to pick it up.
Ryu Zhao played that one exactly how he needed to.
100%.
Played the time very well, hid when he needed to, and there was no chance that 70 kg was going to get a shot off there in those last probably 10 seconds or so. And in the end, Hemo Brave find the first round of the second half.
Yeah, back to a 5-5 score now. Looking towards 10, that's what you want, that's what you need to win. But the guys from Hemo Brave are keeping it back and forward there. You know, every time the Chinese team gets ahead, the Brazilians bring it back. Well, this has to be hitting AG in their confidence.
And, you know, another long game potentially coming out here for AG. This will be the second one if it does go to you know, a long game, and that's very draining. Obviously, they still have one more game to play after this one, so I think we'll see how that affects them, I guess, up against Pacific Makta, but you definitely want to be getting your games out of the way as quickly as possible.
Yeah, well, that's it. You know, today, especially coming in as the favorite, you just, you know, you want to get your 10 on the board, you want to get out, you want to go have a break, you want to be able to watch the other teams, not necessarily have to worry about your next opponent. You know, you should just be able to come through and flow through the day and do it with relative ease, whilst on the other hand, AG now a down 1, and here we can see them in game number 2. They're up against the Brazilians who really got smashed in game number 1, and they're taking it to them here.
Yep.
Potential for Brazil to come out of this one as the victor, and that would surprise, I suspect, a lot of people.
A lot of damage going across the board, a lot of kills in the way of AG as well. Now 2 players left alive for Hemo Brave, but Joe is going to find 1. Now it's 2 versus 3, so still a doable situation here for Hemo Brave, but the bomb goes down quite quickly. Fast plant comes out from AG, and now Hemo Brave, the pressure is on, trying to retake this site with only 2 players alive is always going to be difficult. Plenty of time there as well for AG to get into post-plant positions and just make those crossfire setups work.
Absolutely. You can see the 2 Hemo Brave guys trying to play together up the top of the site. They'll be coming in through one entry, and well, they pick up. Wow, they pick up the 2 frags very, very quickly, and the Brazilians get the round. And that's going to put them in the lead here, Elfish Guy. I think for the first time since very, very early on in this game.
Yeah, excellent stuff there from ZQ. He's such a strong aimer, and that's kind of what he's known for. He's won sort of solo competitions around in Asia, in China.
So you'd say you wouldn't pick him out as the 1v1 me bro kind of guy, because you'd probably lose.
Yeah, you'd probably lose, regardless of whether you're using a sniper or a rifle. He's won them all. So definitely a sort of the aim kind of star there for AG.
This has to be hitting the confidence here of all gamers. They would have thought that they could potentially come through and pick this game up relatively quickly, but it has not been the way it's gone. They pushed very, very quickly here. They're going to change it up onto this A side, but even goes down to Ruzao, and now it's a 4v5. Still 4 now left alive here for Hemo Brave. And the bomb should go down. You can see that 4th player lurking out amongst the defenders right now. What play is he going to do? Yeah,
he's going to be so crucial here. I think it might be ZQ up there. No, it's LSN. And obviously we said, you know, he's so well known for his positioning here. And look at the position that he's in. He's making life so difficult for Hemo Brave. He does get dropped relatively low, but there's always sort of that thing in the back of your mind, like, oh, LSN's behind us, and LSN finding a kill onto Aim Green, gets another one onto Math before finally being taken down, but he's done his job. He's wasted so much time there of Hemo Brave. TMQ able to clean up one onto Joe, and it's just Vinny. Now, 1 versus 2 with no HP to play with. That round was won by LSN.
Yeah, wow, that was some huge plays coming out there. You know, that flash, we saw it come out. It blinded all of the Hemo Brave players for so long, and allowed LSN to come in and find those frags. It's now 7 up against 5 here, Elfish Guy.
Yeah, absolutely, and this is starting to get a little bit worrying now for Hemo Brave. AG getting very close to the magic number 10. And if they win a couple more rounds in a row here, then Hemo Brave definitely going to be on the back foot. So I think Hemo Brave, if they want to take this one, not only to potentially a win, but even if they want to just take it to the overtime, they're going to have to find this round here.
1:55 on the clock. That round was such a quick round coming out from All Gamers. They rushed onto the A site. They left that lurker. They did such a good job. This round, they're going to go back to that slower play, just looking towards the B site for now. And it hasn't worked for them so far, to be fair. But I guess perhaps now they're feeling a little bit more confident. They're winning these aim duels. That's what they need to be doing. Still heaps of time to work with here. If they split onto this B site, they're only going to need to deal with 2 players on the site. Again, it looks like that play we saw them do before where they were unsuccessful. But to be fair, Ruzal played that very, very well.
Now let's see what he can do this time again. Obviously holding over towards that B side. A good flash comes out for Jao, but he's not able to get a kill. Aimbreen does manage to grab one. Although in saying that, AG respond with a couple. LSN finding a double. Vinny tries to trade back as much as he can, but in the end, it's a 1v2 here. Ryuzao, he's going to have to go up against 2 alone.
Yeah, this is going to be a different situation from before. What can he do? The bomb not yet down, but still heaps of time here for AG to put it down. And, well, what can the guys from Brazil play this out? Ruzal, he saved the round before. Can he do it again? It's not going to happen.
So difficult when you're covering off an angle like that and someone peeks in from basically where you're not covering off. So
yeah,
it would have had to be a massive flip coming out from him. A great shot, but wasn't to be. And AG put 8 on the board to only 5 for Hemo Brave. Now things starting to get a little difficult. Like I said, I thought if that round went the way of Hemo Brave, then maybe we'll see potentially a win coming out for them, but now that AG's got that one secured, I think AG should be able to clean this one up.
Well, to be fair, it's it's a 3-1 half here, and we said that we felt like All Gamers were playing a lot better on the attacking side, where they could control the play, control where it was going. It didn't have to be reactive, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. If they pick up this round, they're almost in an insurmountable position. Hemo Brave, on the other hand, they need to change things up. They need to play reactively a little bit better, or perhaps even push forward quickly, do something different, do something that the guys from AG, they don't seem comfortable having to react to their opponent. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, we saw AG on their defensive side actually playing a little bit aggressive in a couple of rounds, and it kind of worked out, sort of didn't really for them, to be fair. So I can kind of understand why Hemo Brave here is just trying to play passively and play a little bit more reactively as opposed to proactively. But, maybe that is something to consider, because what they are doing at the moment here for Hemo Brave is certainly not working.
Yeah, 1:17 on the clock. The A site is where All Gamers are currently sitting, waiting, trying to work out how they're going to get onto the site. Still, no one has gone down, but we can see potentially here 2 players very, very quick to rotate out from Hemo Brave. They're going to drop back a little bit. The rush is going to come out onto this A site right now. But 2 quick kills. LSN and 70kg have both gone down. Jiao picks up TMQ, and now 2 left alive. It's ZQ and Even trying to get onto the site. Hemo Brave with a 4-2 player advantage. The bomb needs to go down here. Even, can he get onto the site? He's trying to pick these guys off, perhaps, and it's going to be a very, very difficult position here for AG. He fakes the play and throws out a nade. Oh, it goes down. Apologies. And now 34 seconds on the clock here, Elfish Guy, for them to try and retake this site, but they have the player advantage. Yeah, such an important round here for AG. He's going to be huge, but no, Vinny takes him down. He was so important in that position. And Vinny, he closes out both of those kills. A great retake, particularly from him, but overall, Hemo Brave are going to be quite pleased with how that one's turned out. Really no defense from AG at all there, but that means another round on the board there for Hemo Brave. So, slowly but surely, they claw their way back into things, or maybe hang on, I think is probably a better way to put it. Yeah, they are certainly hanging on here, but the potential definitely is there for them to bring this back. It's 8-6, looking for 10. 2:15 on the clock here into this round. We'll see if anyone's going to change things up. So far, they've been playing a lot of the same sort of plays here, both on attack and on defense, only really changing it up a couple of times. To be fair, it hasn't even necessarily worked for them. So I understand why that's been the case, but the guys from AG looking again towards this B site, at least for now.
Playing relatively slowly. Once again, 70kg just trying to find something with that sniper rifle. peeking down the long angle, but there's obviously no one from Hemo Brave there to oblige him. And now AG will default, at least for now, back over towards the A-bomb site. This is what we see them do a lot. They take control of the area that they're currently in, and then explode out on towards the A-bomb site with a couple heading in towards the sniper's nest to gain control of that. So, let's see how this one works out for AG. 70 kg once again seems like the man with the job to do. Leading the way with that sniper rifle. Hasn't spotted anyone out just yet. And now the rest of the troops for AG slowly but surely filing into that A-bomb site. Aim Green trying to do some work here and hasn't been spotted out yet by TM, who thinks that area is clear. Aim Green finds two, but only gets one, sorry. And 70 kg just trades him out there. Overall, not a bad entry from AG, I gotta say. They need to get the bomb down here though, because they're losing players across the board. And Hemo Brave are very keen for this retake. The last one worked out very well for them. 4 versus 2 now as Vinny finds the kill. Hemo Brave just come charging into the A-bomb side, and it's all down to even. 1 versus 4, he finds one, but that's not enough. And the defuse will come out here from Hemo Brave. That
was really interesting. We had even on the complete other side of the map. He was on the far side of the opposite side. He wasn't in a position to pull them back. He wasn't in a position to rotate quickly. And in the end, he played no part in that game once the bomb went down.
Yeah, absolutely. A great round comes out for Hemo Brave. And maybe, as you say, a bit of a mistake there for AG. But at least they have rounds on the board to play with. Still 8-7. Hemo Brave have brought this one back a little bit more. And still, it's in the balance. Either team can win this.
Well, 70 kg on the sniper picks up Vinny to start off this round. And another one of these crucial rounds here, Elfish Guy. It's really getting down to the nitty-gritty here. And, well, Hemo Brave really bring it back much closer than I think anyone perhaps expected. The potential here for the Brazilians to go 1-1 and put the Chinese team down in essentially last place.
Yeah, what a shock that would be. But Hemo Brave have definitely come up to play in this round in particular, or this map in particular. AG definitely looking a little bit worse for wear. But in saying that, Hemo Brave have played this one quite well. Their retakes have been fantastic in the last couple of rounds. So always going to make life difficult there for AG. Even if they do get control of these sites, it just doesn't seem like the round is over at that point. Now, though, 5 versus 3, as 70 kg's found a couple of picks this round.
Exactly.
Maybe this is the one where AG starts to turn things around.
Well, that's it. 70 kg playing a little bit more aggressively on attack with that sniper. He's found 2 picks, and that opens up the entire map now for AG. They're going to look to push towards the B side. Again, you can see that player trying to cut off the rotations. Will they be more successful? Only really need to get one to make it worthwhile here. LSN will go down, though. Traded back by TMQ. Mats finds his second, and now Mats, the last one left alive. He's picked up one more as well. So it's 1v2. The bomb has gone down. Can Mats do it? A huge weight on his shoulders here for the Brazilian teams. It's a massive ask.
He's got almost no HP to work with, and now he's got none. Zeki will take him down, and that's an important round for AG. They secure at least the overtime with that 9th round.
Into match point here.
Exactly, match point now comes out. Hemo Brave, again with all the pressure on their shoulders. 9-7. They need 2 to take it to overtime, and it's definitely not an impossible task. We've seen them pick up 2 rounds in a row already on the defensive side, so why not see it again?
Yeah, look at this. They're holding all the way back. They don't want to get caught out by 70 kg on the sniper once again. We saw how impactful he was last round, to be fair. He hasn't had much of an impact, but when he does, it makes a considerable difference, and that's exactly what All Gamers needs from him. They need him to be getting those picks, need him to be opening up the map. 1 minute 50 on the clock, still a ton of time here for All Gamers to pick a site to make their way through. Wow.
Try hitting a shot through there. I reckon you can't.
No, I'm not that good.
No, neither am I, but 70 kg reckons he is. As of yet, hasn't been given the option or the opportunity. Hemo Brave playing this one very passively. And AG are playing this one a little interestingly as well, considering they sort of all split up there, trying to find some picks, holding a little default perhaps, waiting maybe for Hemo Brave to push in there. But at this point, Hemo Brave, they know that they can't afford to make a mistake. And of course, they haven't made one. They haven't gifted a kill over to AG. And they still have 5 players alive to hold off this attack.
Look at this, pushing towards the B site for now. Again, the potential to cut off any cross across there. Any players coming across. Look, so much damage going down. ZQ and Even finds 2. But Mass picks up a double. And now 70 kg and Even alive. Left for AG. Even goes down. And 70 kg gets picked up as well. The guys from Brazil are still in this, Elfish Guy.
1 round away from taking it to overtime. And what a fantastic round to come out from Math. Right when they needed it. Picked up 3 kills. Obviously got himself into a great position. 2 of the AG players showed their backs to him. And he was only too happy to oblige with a double kill. overall, it looked like a very good round there for Hemo Brave, but the important thing is they will need to follow it up here, and they'll need to follow it up in the overtime as well, if they can get there.
The fact that the guys from AG potentially will see 2 overtimes today, that's huge if it goes to that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like I said, it can be really draining if they have to play so many rounds out. And, well, even still, if they win this one here, right now, it's still a very long game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Will have gone right down to the wire, playing all 18 rounds, should that be the case, if they come through with the victory here. But to be fair, it hasn't been a particularly convincing attacking side. We said that we felt they were more comfortable there.
Yeah.
But so far, Hemo Brave have been able to work out, they've been able to counter some of these strats coming out from AG.
Yeah, exactly. And again, AG are just going to default back over towards the A-bomb site side of things, at least here, poking around in mid, trying to find something here. But like I said last round, Hemo Brave, they know that they can't afford to gift over any picks, and I think that AG are just having so much difficulty getting those picks and getting 70 kg involved, but that's been the trouble for them.
Look at this, TMQ finds one, Aim Green will go down, Vinny in a great spot, finds one, does he swing around? No, he won't. TMQ trades him back. ZQ almost going down. Ruzao gets picked up. It's Mass and Zhao trying to keep them in this game, trying to keep them alive here. The bomb plan does go down, but it's a 2v4 retake. A very difficult position here.
Indeed, MathJS is going to go down. Now Zhao in a 1 versus 4. He's not going to be able to do it. Even closes it out, and that will be that. AG finds